Workflow module is used to display electronic activities and permit execution of the recipe. The functionality of the application is the same whether it begins with an order, a piece of equipment, or a standalone workflow. The purpose of using workflow is to eliminate errors from the manufacturing process, reduce time to release lots, and streamline the process through the use of electronic verifications and forced proper sequencing. When the operator comes into the screen, on the left they will see the current activity that they can perform in the selected workflow. Right now we are displaying SOPs. On the right, we will see the current step within that activity. So here we can see the list of SOPs that we could launch. So if I clicked on one, I could open up a PDF view of the SOP that we had selected, our process SOP there. To advance to the next instruction, it's always by clicking a blue play button, giving your electronic signature if necessary to complete that step, and then the system will move on to the next step. Here we need to verify our room, and our first step is to select and scan the equipment. So the text that we display to the operator is your instruction. There may be a set of data collection parameters. These can be via drop-down lists, barcode scans, numeric entry, automatic reading values from your equipment, textual entries as well. The layout of the screen, the format of that text, anything that you can do with a web page. So we can embed hyperlinks, tables, pictures, videos, launch into other modules. In this instruction, I am being asked to identify the area that we are going to be working in. So I need to be in a process area. I can do a barcode scan of the area and then click my blue play button to allow the system to go out and do a real-time verification of the status of that equipment. Is it in the right status? If so, will allow me to use it and we'll move on to the next step. If not, we would get an error message like this that tells us that the scanned area is not available for production, so I need to go back and either clean that area or I could identify another. This time around, I will select an equipment that is in a good status, and we will move on to the next instruction. On this step, we are being asked to take some readings from some offline devices. That's as opposed to other devices where we might be electronically reading them automatically. So in this case, we're looking at a pH meter. We're being asked to enter in the current pH, enter in the temperature. Note we have a range 33 to 37. We could allow Syncade to verify the values in or out of range. It's highlighted in red. That's because it's out of range. But I will accept that because that's the actual temperature that it is right now. And by doing so, that will now raise an exception in the Quality Review Manager. In fact, we can see here that a new exception has been created because that temperature was out of range for this order. The workflow will continue guiding the operators through all of the activities and instructions contained within this recipe. And while we are collecting all of the batch record data, we'll be reducing common deviations through these real-time permissive checks of materials, equipments, and operators.